Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by John Powers. Colleague Dan Shaughnessy had an interesting column today, John, saying that the Red Sox owners think Theo Epstein should be getting more of the blame for the mess that now is the Red Sox. Obviously, their former GM now in Chicago, out of the fray. And there was a Forbes magazine article saying that Theo Epstein was the most overrated general manager in baseball. So how much of the blame should Theo get for where the Red Sox are right now?
Well, what we need to know is who was the decider. Who made the final decision? Was it Henry? Was it Larry? Were they all sitting together? And right now, there's going to be so much revisionist history about this, you'll never know who really pulled the trigger. But yeah, I mean, those are awful deals. I mean, J.D. Drew, all of those things. But I think one thing that Theo did say is living in that division with the Yankees skews things. I remember in '07 having a conversation when they were playing the Indians and not the Yankees. Does this now mean that we aren't the underdogs anymore in the Red Sox? And Henry said, no, year after year, the Yankees are Halliburton. And Lucchino said, Goliath. We're in the division where Goliath resides. So all these deals, I think, were made because of fear of the Yankees. They didn't trust that the farm system could produce enough people, enough Pedroias and Ellsburys to counteract what the Yankees could buy. And especially, don't forget, the Yankees were building Yankee Stadium, the new one.
Yes.
And they thought that would be this money gusher, in addition to the Yankee network, that would always allow them to outspend Boston. So the idea was, let's get in there before they can get in there.
Yeah, I think they got caught up in an arms race with the Yankees, and it burned them. But I don't put all that blame on Theo Epstein. Look, Theo was the guy who came out publicly and said, we're going to have a little bit of a bridge year in 2010, and then all of a sudden, when he was being excoriated for that in the press, you had, Tom Werner come out and saying, well, I think Theo maybe misspoke, and we're going to do something here. And then suddenly they're signing John Lackey to a 5-year deal, which if you knew Theo Epstein, that was not the type of deal he did, 5-year deals for pitchers with arm problems on the wrong side of 30. It sort of seemed like they said, look, Theo, we have money to spend, you got to spend it, so that we can keep up with the Yankees or whoever. So again, I put that on them because it seemed like Theo wanted to have the bridge year they're going to have next year, 3 years earlier. And if they had let him have it, maybe the Red Sox wouldn't be in this situation right now.
That's right. Well, also, Theo has always prided himself on being a good talent evaluator, a good value guy, and these were not value contracts.
No.
I mean, I'd love to know what he thought when they paid J.D. Drew that money, when they were the only market for him. Was that his choice, somebody else's?
J.D. Drew, I put that one on him, and I think his Achilles heel, John, was free agency. But overall, like you said, I think it's revisionist history and trying to pass the buck to say that it was Theo Epstein alone who put the Red Sox in this position. I think everybody is a little bit culpable on Yawkey Way.